Hello, how you doing, everybody? Hope you're okay. This is another piece of that sort of aquarium scenery type stuff, the latest acquisition I just wanted to share with you guys. And it's one of two that you can get a hold of. In fact, it's a terrarium type of piece of scenery, is more so from pet shop type thing. So, quick look at the label first. It says it's a Tiki Totem by Exoterra. Now, obviously, had it been just a pure Tiki, then it might have worked quite well for Seraphon, perhaps. Lizardmen to everybody else. But not much else, because, it's too sort of that cultured in design. But this thing is like a weirded out tree thing, yeah? And as such, I see other uses for it. So, give it a quick spin as well. The biggest issue you get with these things is the inside bit that's kind of, shiny or whatever. But it's not so bad, this one, because it's, it's hidden in darkness. Right, so every bit of scenery, to me, needs to sort of tell a story. Oh, yeah, hang on. The downfall is that. Because that is printed in. So maybe my thought would be to get in there with, a bit of that texture paint stuff and just fill it in, sort of thing. Maybe make a little side area thing here, a little rocky off-cropping or something. Some sort of cropper. It'll come a cropper, one way or another. Exoterra.com, apparently. One of these, but as I say, it's for sale in the shop. So we've got the two faces here going on. That's kind of weird and freaky. And then we've got this one here, which I really love. And they do a much bigger one as well. And the bigger one, it has like a big sort of moon face thing that's around about here with I think it might have had its tongue out and that. Very sort of night goblin-esque kind of mad looking thing. So here's how I see this, right? I see this as something that started out as normal tree and became petrified and weird due to exposure to evil elements. So, I'm looking at primarily playing, in regards to Age of Sigmar, Siege Acolytes. Yeah, so that sort of twisted, changing sort of thing. Also, wouldn't mind having a little go at the ghosties. And as such, with the ghosties and the Sinch, Nighthorn, both of those would potentially twist trees into some sort of haunted visage. Yeah, so hence I thought, do you know what? That's pretty neat, actually, isn't it? It tells these little stories of what's going on with it. Now, if we get in above, we see a few little recessy bits as well. So you could probably just about stand a model up there if you were like playing some sort of skirmish game, or pop a caster or something somewhere if they were going to do it. Another little sort of bold area here. Now here's a very specified bowl area. So obviously, because it is more of a sort of terrarium piece, this would actually be more of a feeding bowl for your creatures normally. So the way I would treat this is to say, well, this has been carved out by whatever acolytes of Sinch to have been some sort of bloodletting ceremony. Well, I know that's corn, but hey, bile-letting ceremony or something. They leak all the whatever from the sacrifices into there, kind of thing, and then it bubbles and all the stuff grows up and out of it, and changed horrors, things emerge. Sort of, yeah, an offering. It could have been like a primitive primitive tribe that found a way of making offerings using this thing here, you see. Yeah. I don't know. But, yep, just sharing that really. The big one would be great, but, you know, money's the issue regarding that. But there we are. You know, it's a quite inspired little piece, and, you know, ready painted. Not something that I feel I need to come along and do anything to, because, you know, wood can petrify. So I'm actually happy with that as is. And I'm going to leave that alone except for the bit around the back. If you've got any other alternate ideas of how to deal with the EXO sign round the back, then, you know, let me know below. But there we go with this new piece of scenery. And I'll see you at the table.